Good morning, everyone. It is Monday. Oh, there's a cow in a trailer. Anyway, good morning. It's Monday. I've already spilt coffee in my truck. I don't know what the other two things are going to be. So, anyway, if you watched my last video, you saw that the little baby bird, the little chick, survived. I didn't think it was going to happen. I really put a lot of time into it yesterday with Pedialyte and some plant-based protein milk and scrambled eggs and moistened food and hand feeding and watering, and it survived again. So it has balance. It's eating and drinking on its own right now. I honestly think that it was a premature hatch, and people say, well, that's not possible. Well, it is, because when you have a bunch of chicks hatching, they're very noisy and they start this frenzy, and it starts waking up all of these little chicks to start hatching. And I think that little chick just wasn't ready. I don't know. So I think a couple of them went early, and everybody had that little frenzy and everybody started hatching. And I really don't think that that little chick was ready, as well as the one that I had to help. So what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to be moving I'm going to move 8 of them into a bigger bin. A little bird, I haven't named it yet, and its little partner that I'm going to partner it with is the one that I had to help hatch. That seems kind of out of place in the group. So I'm going to put those two together and see if I can bond those two. And then maybe that little bird that kind of feels out of place will find its place with this little bird and kind of help it, and have, there'll be, like a little relationship. And I really like that, because when PJ Pajama Bottoms got hurt, her sister BB stayed by her the whole time she has been healing. She's still limping right now, um, but BB would go with her to the food area, and when the other chicks would start, or the other chickens would start running her, she would deflect them. She was protecting her sister. So it's always nice to have them in pairs if you can. Like, this little bird is going to have a better chance of survival by having the other chick with him. Yesterday, I would put the chick in there and let it stay for a little bit until it would start getting a little too rowdy, and then I would put it back down with the other ones. So it's already been introduced. They already know each other. They played back and forth yesterday a little bit, and I'm going to put it back up there. I have not named them. I'm just saying. Okay, so what are we going to talk about? Well, once again, I went to a channel that is primarily Democrats. And normally, when they see like a prepper name, they're thinking automatically that you are a conservative, that you are a Trump supporter, that you're MAGA. And I swear I am so tired of that stigma. I am prepared because I believe that that is what I need to do, just in case everything goes crazy. That's it's what I believe I should do. I have a strong urge to prep, and it has become stronger. But you know what? A can of beans is not going to save me. You know what's going to save me is to accept what could happen. If you look around the world, there's lots to take in and to learn from before it's here. I'm just saying, um, having extra water, having extra food, having extra comfort needs, having a mental idea of what could possibly happen so that you won't be shocked. Not that you're not going to be shocked, because I can still get shocked, believe it or not. Believe it or not, I am still shocked by some of the things that I see. But it doesn't affect me as if I didn't have my mindset on what could happen. So I went to this channel and I mocked And it's just annoying because I have the same political views as these people. I just have a prepping channel and a prepping name, by name only. Do I agree that people should be prepared? Now, just think of it this way. If you have not started preparing for whatever could happen, then you need to. If you've already started prepping, you need to continue. And if you're at a point where you think that you are done prepping, you need to keep prepping. You're never going to have everything you need to be comfortable if things go awry. Just think about this: no power, no water, no transport to stock up the stores. What are you going to do? You need to depend upon yourself to have those things in case you need them. Now, civil unrest is a whole other thing because there will be people trying to take what you have. You can either run or you can stand and protect what you have. That's up to you. That's one of those decisions that is something you really need to consider. Have a mindset this could happen and start preparing for it. Because if you haven't noticed what's going on around the world and you think that it just couldn't happen here, you're incorrect. And I don't think you realize how close we are to what could happen. So, yeah, a can of beans is not going to save anybody. But you know what? If I have this can of beans and you haven't prepared, this can of beans is going to mean everything in the world to you. Just saying. Y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. Woo! I got to go play with the chickens. Bye, y'all.